Golden Blue Dude here with you again. If you haven't already and you're a college football fan, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button because I make videos every single day. Sometimes multiple videos depending on how active the day is or what kind of mood I'm in. So if you don't like this video, maybe you'll like one of my other videos. Who knows? So during this pandemic, I've been trying to figure out how to create new conferences strictly by region. So this has taken me a while. I've had to redo things, switch teams, but I finally figured out 4 conferences. By the way, I did all 130 teams, every single one of them. 4 conferences, and within each conference, 3 divisions. And you're like, Golden Blue Dude, well, then how would you figure out a champion? Well, you would take the winner of each division and a wild card and do a little mini playoffs to determine who the champion would be. So let's get into it. Starting with my first conference is going to be the WCC, the West Coast Conference. Now the first division is going to be the South Division. In the South Division we have North Texas, UT Arlington, UT San Antonio, Texas State, UT El Paso, otherwise known as UTEP, Texas Tech, New Mexico, New Mexico State, Arizona, and Arizona State. So there's your West Coast Conference South Division. Here's the Central Division. USC, UCLA, Cal, Stanford, Fresno State, San Diego State, San Jose State, UNLV, Nevada, and Utah State. So that's the West Coast Conference Central Division. Now we go to the North Division. I had to put Hawaii somewhere, so I stuck them in the North. Also, Washington, Washington State, Boise State, Oregon, Oregon State, Wyoming, Air Force, Colorado, Colorado State, Utah, and BYU. And yes, I tried to keep into consideration keeping rivalries together. So that's the West Coast Conference North Division. So the South, Central, and North. Let's move on to our next division. And I called this one the CSC, the Central States Conference. I thought about CAC, Central American Conference, but that would sound like, another part of the whole continent. Anyways, I went with CSC, Central States Conference. In the North Division, we have Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Michigan State, Kansas, Kansas State, Notre Dame, Western Michigan, Eastern Michigan, and Central Michigan. So that is the Central States Conference North Division. Here is the Central Division. Louisville, Ohio State, Iowa, Iowa State, Illinois, Indiana, Nebraska, Northwestern, Purdue, and Northern Illinois. So, Northern Illinois. The S is silent. I have figured that out. So, yes, Ohio State and Michigan are in different divisions, but they could still play each other because they are still in the same conference. So that was the Central Division. Here's the South Division of the Central States Conference. Ball State, which is in Indiana, just in case y'all don't know where some of these are, that's in Indiana. Ohio University, Miami of Ohio University, Toledo, Akron, Cincinnati, Marshall, Kent State, Kentucky, Missouri, Bowling Green State, Memphis, and Western Kentucky. So there you have it. Those are the 3 divisions of the Central States Conference, North, Central, and South. So the next 2 conferences are conferences you already know. Starting with the SEC. First division is the East Division. Georgia State, Georgia Southern, Georgia Tech, Tennessee, UNC Charlotte, Vanderbilt, Alabama, Auburn, Middle Tennessee State, and South Alabama. So that's the SEC East. The SEC Central: Louisiana Monroe, UAB, Tulane, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Troy, Southern Mississippi, Arkansas, Arkansas State, and Arkansas Little Rock, but they just like to be called Little Rock. So that's the SEC Central. Now let's go to the SEC West. A lot of Texas teams in this, by the way. Rice, TCU, Houston, Texas, Baylor, Texas A&M, SMU, Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, Tulsa, which isn't Oklahoma, LSU, Louisiana Tech, and Louisiana Lafayette. So there you have it, the SEC, 3 divisions, East, Central, and West. And of course, we have the last division, and that is the ACC, starting in the South. Miami of Florida, Florida State, Central Florida, known as UCF, South Florida, known as USF, Florida Atlantic, known as FAU, Florida International, known as FIU, Georgia, Clemson, and South Carolina. That's a very, very interesting division. Then we go to the ACC Central: North Carolina, North Carolina State, Duke, Appalachian State, also known as App State, Wake Forest, East Carolina, Virginia, Virginia Tech, Coastal Carolina, and Old Dominion, which is in Virginia. So that makes sense to me. And a lot of those teams know each other. That would be an interesting division as well, because most of those teams are, very close together and already play each other. So now for the last division, the ACC North, starting out with West Virginia, Maryland, Navy, which is in Annapolis, Maryland, Rutgers, which is in New Jersey, Pitt, Penn State, Temple, which is in Pennsylvania, Army, which is in New York, Syracuse, also New York, Buffalo, also New York, Liberty, they're in Virginia, UConn, and Boston College. So there you have it, my 4 conferences, 3 divisions within those conferences, all 130 teams, all done by region. And that one was a tough one to do, but I think that's as good as I can get it. So let me know what you think about that. I tried to keep all the rivalries intact. Maybe there were a few that I did, kind of break apart. So y'all let me know which rivalries I messed up, because from what I see, I did well, but you never know. So let me know in the comment section which rivalry I messed up, because I'm sure there's one out there that I did. Let me know what you think. But that's all I got for you for this video. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next video.